And we are now live. Piga binza.
Nishike alafu make up kutoka.
Karibuni sana. Welcome. Join in. Vibe na Queens is right.
Hey, Shitakwa, what's up?
Shitakwa.
What's up?
What is that alternative? Reserve.
Reserve.
Come out. What's up?
Yeah, I heard Labdi say, she has this thing she says at the embarrassed.
I've never seen that video.
I am
Are you not embarrassed?
No, I am not embarrassed.
I'll show you that video.
It was an embarrassing situation, she said. Karibuni sana, welcome to Vibe Now Queens. Come in. We're here, we're hanging out with hey, sasa we are live. Sorry, karibuni sana to Vibe Now Queens. My name is Kasiva Mutua, and today I'll be hosting this amazing guitarist right here. Her name is Ivy, and we have Tindi back there. She's specialing today, and we are super excited. Ivy, hebu tuende kazi watu wakiingia at least wapate muziki kidogo jamani. Man. Tuende.
Let's hope this looper.
Mi wacha nianze kucheza sheka juu mimi naona unachelewa.
And what if I don't start in that
tempo? Okay, sawa. You start in your own tempo. Welcome to Vibe Now Queens. We are just setting up here and Ivy is right about starting now.
Almost.
She's connected my things up and kukanza kunuka steamer so nikamwambia for the safety of ourselves tusijichome mazia. It's tusijichome.
Imagine.
Yeah. Karibuni sana. Kamekufa. Haya, sawa. We are going to play Vile Kutaenda.
Haya.
Karibu Pale Face Official. I see you, bro. Thank you so much, man. Whoa. Karibuni sana. Vibe Now Queens is on, man. Vibe Now Queens is on. Shika hiyo crown.
Shout out to Fadili. Is Fadili here for your guitar?
Thank you so much for joining us. Ivy, karibu sana, karibu home.
Thanks, man. Thanks.
I'm super excited to have this one
Yeah.
because of very many reasons.
Okay.
Karibu sana Tindi.
Me.
Karibu sana Tindi.
Yeah,
Guys, Tindi is I think Tindi is like the perfect example of what we want to talk about and what these conversations are about. You know, I remember this morning I called Ivy and I was like, you must come at 3, we must have tea, the usual tea. And then she was like, I'm coming with Tindi. And I was like, what? She's
Surprise.
coming. And I'm like, surprise. And I'm like, so this, and I sat and thought and I said, they planned Uko by themselves and decided that they're going to come, the two of them. This is the support that we're talking about. I did not even know that Tindi was coming, and Tindi, I am blessed that you're here.
Cheers to the tea.
Cheers.
But
Cheers.
this
Cheers.
fantastic tea.
Sips.
Let me get my
Sips.
Tindi, thank you so much for coming. And
Anytime.
this is
Cheers. We are cheersing.
guys, are they? Okay, we did it fine. Tindi, this is the perfect example of the support that we're talking about, of vibing the queen, of fixing each other's crowns and having this very important conversation about women in music. Speaking of women in music, Ivy is one of the youngest women in music that I know, and I'm super excited to host her today to tell us about everything about guitars, about her role in music, about how difficult it is to play, about her hair. Keep the comments coming, keep the questions coming, and call a friend, tell them that this is happening.
Get in the
live. And when we're playing the music, if you want the best experience via earphones, we've already sound checked in a sound fiti sana. Ivy, tell us who you are. Tell us Ivy ni nani? Ulizaliwa wapi? Ulianza kuplay guitar aje?
Whoa.
Tell us.
Yo, so I'm Ivy Alexander. Born in Nairobi, born and bred in Nairobi. But our hometown for my mom is Muranga. So my middle name is Mobi, for those who don't know. Actually, so many people don't know, unless you send me M-Pesa. Ndio, unaweza kujua.
For the record,
we're not asking for money, but exactly. 10 bob.
Her name is Mombe
Alexander. So Alexander is my dad's name. My dad is from Seychelles.
Did you hear that? Her dad is from Seychelles, and her dad is quite an important man. You guys, you will know why.
Musical journey.
Yes.
Yeah. So at least, so Seychelles, Muranga, it's African. So I'm basically African. For those wondering.
Yes.
Yeah. So I started playing guitar. I think we had this convo. I think after high school rather, like after high school. Yeah. But why I chose the guitar was like a really familiar sound to me, because I remember like even when we take road trips like with the family, we used to have another old Kagari, a Volvo 122. That's why until today I still love vintage cars. Like if I see a vintage car, I'm just like stop, take a picture.
All right.
Yeah. So that's a Volvo 122, and we also had a Peugeot. But now they had like cassette players. So my dad used to have like a lot of cassettes in Al-Klu, and Al-Klu is a guitar player from the States, and he plays nylon string. This is
Al-Klu,
but he's mainly like a jazz player. Yeah, so there was that guy. Then there was a lot of also George Benson, and also Bob Marley. Funny.
Reggae.
Cool. Yeah.
You've touched a nerve. You've touched a nerve.
Yeah. So I think the sound of the guitar was always familiar, even though I didn't know it. It just was always familiar. Then every Sunday, my dad used to play his guitar like to wake us up. Like when we hear him playing, we just know it is time to wake up on Sunday.
Isn't that cute?
Yeah. Cute things. Yeah.
I hope Daddy is tuned in to hear all these mushy.
I hope so. He actually has an Instagram account.
That's so cool.
That's so
cool.
So I remember my dad tried teaching me guitar at some point. But sikushika. Manze alieno, he taught me A minor, E minor, C, G, and actually that song that we played has all those chords. I think maybe that's why he tried teaching me those as sikushikanisha. So I ended up I was playing recorder. I ended up also trying to learn keyboard at some point.
Wait, how long did you play recorder?
Recorder, I played it like let me see. Primo. That primary school. In fact, I've seen one of my classmates, Karen Duku.
Karibu sana, Karen.
We used to play recorder there together. I don't know if she was there when we used to play recorder. Yeah.
How many years did you play recorder?
I think I played it since I was in class 4 to like class 8.
So that's 4 years.
4 years.
Okay.
And so nilikuwa nimeiva.
Not so many people know that you played recorder.
Nilikuwa nimeiva recorder.
What?
So I mean, those ones when your grandparents come to the house, kujeni mwimbe your song, si tulikuwa tunakutana recorder. Tunacheza sasa wimbo za Kikuyu even.
Really?
Imagine, yeah, there was
No
a Kikuyu
way.
song, I forget the name.
Why did you come with a recorder?
Sawa.
Do you even own one now?
Imagine I still have it. It's
Akina kwa nini kukaa nayo?
Tupige simu ikuja.
Tutumane.
Live itaisha. By the time watu wafike.
Sawa, tuendelee.
Yeah, so recorder, piano didn't work out. You know Steve Kitoto? Yeah, there's a guy called Steve Kitoto. He's used to.
We know Steve Kitoto.
You know Steve Kitoto?
Yes.
Yeah. Pasiwa ICC.
Yes.
So those guys used to live in our estate, and I think he was young that time. So my dad had asked him to come and teach us like music. Piano ilikata. Piano said,
"No."
Are you? I'm embarrassed.
Are you embarrassed?
I was embarrassed.
Okay.
Yeah. So piano refused. So like high school, I remember high school I picked it up.
Yeah.
Because they had employed some female teachers actually. Kianda was also like about women empowerment and all that.
Shout out to anyone from Kianda School in the house. Tunawacheki sana.
Yeah, we see you. Yeah, so we had like a whole chorale, and I actually ended up playing bass for that. But nilikuwa nacheza one note. Do. I know these are many stories you know had, but
Ivy unanishtua leo.
I played bass, yeah.
Guys, I've been friends with Ivy for what? For how many years now?
Like 5, 6
For like 5-6 years, and I've never known that she used to play bass.
But really scanty bass, like unajua pali bass note to say like, okay, let me follow the keyboardist.
Hii live ikiisha kutakuwa vita kwa hii nyumba.
Yeah, so I played bass for that thing, but then I eventually ended up playing like more of acoustic.
Yeah.
More of acoustic guitar, and also in church. Like now after high school, we had a band called F Major. I know I've seen some people from F Major here.
F Major.
Imagine.
That's such a cool name.
Imagine we usually call it the F word. We're like, guys, don't say the F word. We're like, we're not.
My name is Ivy, and I play in the F word.
Well, like we don't like that.
I think it's a cool name.
Yeah. So I played acoustic in church. Acoustic guitar, yeah, for the longest time. So the reason why I ended up playing electric guitar was because one of the youth pastors, tulikuwa acoustic guitarist watatu, sasa tunacheza Teens Church. Kila mtu ana strum the same chords, where like there's no difference where the 3 guitarists, and then you know the keyboardist is also playing chords.
Yes.
So he's like, hey, you guys, you have to bring a difference. So that's why, because we used to listen to a lot of Hillsong. Like, by the way, we noticed these guys, there are many electric guitars here, kuna msewa acoustic. So I'm like, let me try that one. That's when I was like, I want a guitar like come on, your Hillsong. Electric guitar, and I just knew I wanted it in white. Yeah. Okay. So that's how I ended up playing electric guitar. I really hadn't thought about it like you know the way you can say guys had a passion for something because they knew about it ever since they were younger. For me, it just kind of happened to me. And I ended up growing into it and ended up loving it.
Interesting. Yeah. Speaking of Hillsong and the guitars that you used to see at Hillsong, I remember when I was trying to dig through Storia Ivy and try and find out who is Ivy, because Ivy's just like, I come from a musical family, and then it ends there, but it goes way, way deeper. I remember like you told me the story about, you know, your dad and his first guitar, and I think it's a really, really dope story. And I think you want
the guitar here.
Bring it on.
Guitar.
Ivy has brought her first guitar ever, and she's going to tell you about. She's going to tell you about this guitar. I think it's super dope. Acha nitoe hapa mwache kuiona. Yes.
It's a nylon string. I don't know the name of this guitar. I mean, like the make rather. Yeah, but it was my dad's guitar. It's older than it's more than 30 years old. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Because my dad got it when he was like 18, and now my dad is more than 50.
This guitar is older than you.
But he really kept it well.
Yeah.
So, this is a guitar I first learned everything with. kila kitu najua.
Me, I want to hear how it sounds. Like since you got in here, you didn't play it, and I think I'm just curious.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah.
This right here is history. You've just played history.
I just played history, yeah.
So your dad used to play a lot of guitar in his young days.
In his young days, yeah, but he still plays the same chords up to date. Like, you know, I don't know. We've tried teaching him, but I mean, he still plays really well. But
Yeah.
I am a lot of open chords.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. But sometimes we do jam in the house.
I've seen. Have you guys seen videos of
Yeah.
Ivory jamming with her father in the house?
And
I
the
think.
brothers.
Yeah, and the
And
brothers.
our
I think
brothers,
there's an Instagram video.
Oh yeah, with my dad.
Yeah, with your dad.
Yeah,
I
we're
think
playing a
it's-
Carlos Santana song.
I think
Yeah.
that's the sweetest, man. That's the sweetest.
Yeah, thanks.
So was your dad in like a band when he was younger? What was his influences?
No, he wasn't in a band, but he really, you know, okay, there's this family called the Uzeles. I'm sure you know them.
Yes.
Asaf Uzele, Manasseh Uzele.
Yeah.
So he was friends with one of their older brothers called Shem Uzele. So he used to like hang around with those guys a lot. But his influences, I'd say, were them because he used to listen a lot to them. He'd go for gigs, and also his late dad used to play the harmonica. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. That is quite a musical family.
Yeah. So he never played in any bands. He just played in the house.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like akisikiza cassette. You know the way guys used to rewind. No. Yeah. That's how he learned.
That's so dope. And like speaking of your parents, man,
Yeah.
you've been going on and on about daddy. Tushajua ni mtoto wa baba.
Girl.
Yeah, that's dad's girl.
Yeah.
And I can hear the passion that you speak about your father with, and I can even hear the support that you've gotten from your folks. So I just want to understand, as you've been, growing and, paving your way as a guitarist, how's it been like in relationship to your parents, in relationship to having gigs, and being exposed to the gigging world? I know this is a tough one, and we might touch a nerve, but I think it's really important to have these conversations because where we stand, I think parents need to hear from probably other parents or even from us who play instruments as instrumentalists and as women who are actually, making a little difference in the music industry to try and understand, that this is a career like any other.
Yeah.
So I'm super curious, like, how has it been with your folks in terms of, you picking, because I know they've supported your guitar playing, and I remember you telling me that it's your folks that got you your first guitar, which we are going to see in a moment. And I remember you saying that, they've really supported you. And I want to understand, like, yes, they supported you, they bought your guitar when you were in school, but how has it been when you started gigging? Because when, gigging is equals to traveling, is equals to coming home late, is equals to a lot of rehearsals, is equals to, am I going to study, am I going to play guitar? How has it been really?
Wow, that's a very vast question. It's a very vast question, but I'll try and answer it to the best of my ability. It's honestly been a tussle. It really was a tussle because I'm from a Christian background.
Yes.
So when I first started playing, because I started in church, they were like, "Wow, she's becoming a worship guitarist." Jokes on them. So because they expected me to stay in the church and continuously just play there, all the church concerts, all the anything about church, like ningekuwa ndani. So once I started, I remember the first big gig I played was called Afleo Africa Let's Worship, and that's where I actually met Jimmy. That's the first time I met in 2014.
Okay.
Yeah, so that gig really opened up a lot of, I don't know, avenues, because from there I met a lady called Christine Kamau.
Yes, Christine Kamau, the trumpeter,
and also saxophone.
Shout out to Christine Kamau. I think she's somebody that we really, really look up to.
And she also curates a whole women in music thing.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
Yeah. So it was hard. Like once I started playing with now, because I joined you guys immediately. Like the first place where I got like into the industry was with you guys. After I remember meeting you there at that forum. Kasiwa nitakuchapia hiyo stories kwingine. Kasiwa akona PR. Kasiwa has a lot of PR. I was like, who is this chick with this accent? I was like,
Kusha.
We're not here to talk about
but siku moja you guys have to know that story. But so like it's really been like a tussle for them because value wise they thought that playing in the secular world would like diminish my values as a Christian.
Yes.
But what you realize is grounding is everything. So if you as a person are not grounded, then it will just express itself.
Yes.
Yeah. So I believe that like through my choice of friends also when I first got into the industry has influenced that a lot. Kinatindi, man, solid, you guys are solid. Even my bros have really helped me stay grounded because they play music but they don't gig.
That's true.
Yeah, so every time when I'm going home I'm always reminded that this where you come from, what your values are.
Yeah.
So that's, I think, as for grounding in the industry, that's what's set me like
it set the rules for you. Yeah.
So I think with that I'm okay. But now, because gigging, something suffers. And me, I was in school when I started gigging, first year kwanza.
Yeah.
So something suffered and school suffered because I was not about to let the music suffer because it's something I was like, I really love this thing because actually when I joined uni I didn't know what I wanted to study, so I was still confused. I was like, no, this course and then there's music which is exciting me, so studies really suffered.
Right.
But I don't regret at all because I got to meet a huge network of guys. I traveled a lot, like to places I wouldn't even imagine.
Yeah.
I traveled Vietnam, of all places. Who even plays a gig at Vietnam? They don't even speak English there, so the whole time we're there with Google Translate, we have to type. Yeah, so as in, I don't regret anything about it. It's been a back and forth, but you see, at least my parents see that I come back home, I'm the same person. Okay, of course I've grown in different ways, but I'm still the same little girl they knew when they bought the guitar when I was playing in church. So my dad is easy with it because if given a chance he would have been a musician, so he doesn't have an issue with it. My mom also sings, so she does. Yeah, she does.
Wait, you've never told us this?
So,
you didn't know this?
I didn't know this.
Your mom sings?
My mom sings, yeah.
Are you guys?
She was like in the youth choir for her church.
What?
Alafu kwanza unajua sisi tunakuanga na Bible studies on Tuesday. So sasa yeye ndo ana worship leader
in the
house,
family.
in the house, yeah.
Wow, you guys. I mean,
grounding.
It's grounding.
Yeah.
Wow, you've umenipatia vitu heavy, and I feel like it's time for a little break.
Okay.
For a little musical break, please.
The debut of the guitar.
Please debut your white guitar.
Okay.
So this is the guitar that you've seen on the poster that was going around for Vibe na Queens. Yeah. This is it. It's a Fender, right?
It's a Fender Stratocaster.
It's Ivy. We're going to make noise uko online mpaka uko brand ambassador of Fender. I've never seen anybody who loves Fender like
let me tell you, this is the most versatile guitar. If you want to play funk, ni hapa. Ukitaka kucheza jazz, hapa. Ukitaka kucheza 7, hapa. Ukitaka kucheza music ya Fadhili, naona Fadhili, hapa. Ndani. It's so versatile. And even the shape, it's like so comfortable, honestly.
I think it's a beautiful piece of instrument, manze. Yeah, and especially like how kwanza hapa the how you just like
it's
super
so
comfortable. Exactly.
Yeah.
As Ivy plays for us Kakitu Kadogo, let me check out what's going on and who's with us today.
I'm playing for you guys something.
Wewe ndio ile break kadogo.
Music break.
Yeah, asanteni sana. I see somebody from Uzbekistan. Thank you so much, Sahib Music. Jay Molo amekwambia drink a Smith. All right. Fatu na kuona Letoya Johnston, karibu sana. Tony Pokasiv, karibu sana. Delanyo Tunu. Watu. Power to you, Fatu, power to you too. Guys, if you have any questions for Ivy, this is the moment, but keep them coming, and I will check out who is who. Nani ameingia? Labdi, thank you for joining us.
Labdi!
Yeah, Makena, thank you guys. As we continue this conversation, we also need your input in it. So kama mko na maswali manze, keep them coming, because mimi niko na maswali ngumu sana za Ivy zinakam. Yay. club.
You need to burn kabisa.
Burnt.
Burn. Chomez.
Mi nataka kukuanzisha groove wewe uingie.
Sawa.
Nikurushe depend.
Groove.
Nani ameiteo kitu African New Soul. And that is a genre. And that is a genre. I will thank you so much. That was really, really cool.
Asante.
Atutakumbuka hiyo tune.
Ni yetu sasa.
Itakumbusha studio nayo.
Sawa.
Itabidi tu record.
Itabidi.
Wasimsibe the musicians who are here. It's ours. Sawa.
Unakumbuka hivyo that is a
Why?
Musicians. See.
It's ours.
Ivan.
Yeah.
Now that uko kwa industry.
Yeah.
And I think from all the guitarists that I know, I think you're the only girl that I know who plays guitar. And man, massive respect to that.
Oh, thanks.
And of course, just looking at how the music industry is set up,
yeah,
I think there's a reason why you're the only girl. Because if it was easy enough, if it was versatile enough, then I think there'd be more chicks. So why do you think the music industry in Nairobi lacks women who are in it, who play a lot of guitar? I was researching you kidogo, and I read somewhere that you actually have a little group that you started on WhatsApp online.
Yes.
Where you have it's sort of like a female guitarists group where you guys like share notes, encourage each other, and mostly encourage each other to rehearse. Do you want to tell us about that? Like, I know it's like, I structure my questions in a very, very wide way. But yeah, like, why do you think there's such few women playing this instrument?
Wow. Yo, I think first, guitar is really, to begin with, it's really hard. Like,
that's true.
Yeah, it's really hard to do, like, when you're starting out. Like, you get your fingers, like, messed up, stuff like that.
No more manicures.
Yeah, ladies and their nails. Like, I've taught a couple of lady students who I was like, yo, you have to cut your nails, but they can't let go of their nails.
Really?
Yeah.
So
like,
it's about choosing between
beauty
nails.
Aesthetic is better for them than being able to know how to. Okay, which is a bit shallow, but you know, to each their own.
Yeah, to each their own.
Yeah. So as to why they don't play much, I'm not sure, because even with that group, Tindi is also on that group with me. It's called Women on Strings.
Okay.
So it had started really well. Like, we'd share stuff. Like, guys would ask questions. Like, guys are actually, believe it or not, they're actually people who play.
Yes.
I think the issue is just confidence. Like, being confident enough to play in a large crowd setting,
right,
and stuff like that. Yeah, so that's, even us guys had a bit of issues, like the admins, like trying to get guys to, like, post stuff, like we'd post like a scale, like, guys play this scale so that we can exchange notes, we see how to help each other. But even that little confidence to post online is really not there. And maybe it stems from the point that dudes used to play instruments more often, so maybe they don't feel like they're good enough to venture out into it. I really have not pinpointed what the issue is.
What the issue is.
But they're willing, but kujificha too. Yeah.
When you were starting out, I think you're really lucky to have, a lot of support and a lot of support from home.
Yeah.
Which and when you have backbone from home, I think it really strengthens a part of you.
Definitely.
When you go out there, like, hakuna mtu anaweza show anything.
Yeah.
I think you're really lucky to have that kind of support, and I think there's a lot of people who do not have that support. You as Ivy, what are you doing in apart from that group?
Yeah.
What are you doing to sort of make this space more conducive for women? Because you've just talked about something that I think I hadn't even thought about, that even people feel shy to just post in a private WhatsApp group. So if they feel shy to post in a private WhatsApp group, like, how, like, I'm imagining how hard it is for somebody like that to grow to a point where they can even post on Instagram, on social media, and they can be wanaweza patikana, they can be talent can be tapped, it can be seen. Weka Ivy, what are you doing to make sure that this space is sort of like conducive? Because I realize that you're really young, and there's a lot of people who are looking up to you. As young as you are, you've set a standard and a trail, and I think there's so many people who are looking up to you. What are you doing in your own way to make sure that to see that more women they skip this part of being scared and build a little bit more courage to get into the industry?
I think one way, okay, because I usually get a lot of DMs, like, when I post videos and stuff. Yeah. So it's really encouraging that people find confidence seeing me post. They're like, wow, one day I wish I could be able to post like you. So I think in just being me, it encourages people. So like the people who reach out, like, we always have like chats on DMs, and I give pointers. Like, that's as far as I've gotten with, like, and especially because I get a lot of DMs from also ladies, like, who are interested. So the most that I could do for them is offer classes. There are those who do take the classes, because
so you teach.
I do teach, but now for those who really want to learn, they'll have to like really pay, like, because the prices are not that way.
Guys, did you hear that?
Like,
if you want to really learn, you have to really pay.
You'll pay. And it's not because of needs, because time also I don't have like much time to teach. So like, I really like those who are really keen. There's a young girl called, I forget her name. She's 9 years old.
She's 9 years old.
Yeah, she sends me videos. She's really good. She's really good. She even plays Take 5 on guitar. Yeah.
And she's 9 years old.
Yeah, she's 9. She's called
I told her to take 5.
Azi. Kuna venye
tucheza take 5.
Mimi sijui. Ndio tunacheza na mdomo.
Yeah, Take 5 has a very strange timing.
Yeah. She's called Ivana.
And she gets it.
She gets it. Yeah, she's
Wow.
really good. So like for her, I mean, we've tried to meet up, but Corona actually ruined our meetups.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the mom was a bit scared.
Yeah.
But like anyone who reaches out to me, I'm always willing to help. Honestly.
Yes. Yeah.
Like for those DMs that I get to see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is wow.
That's
9 years old.
that's
I'm
as
very
far
inspired.
as I've gotten to try and help. Yes, because you also can't force people.
Yeah.
Like if they really want to, they
Yeah.
will.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hear you. I hear
Yeah.
you that you don't have much time like to teach and all.
Yeah.
You're still in school,
And
right?
so my last semester.
This is
Hey. You have no idea.
this is a celebration.
Yeah.
I know you're
Yeah.
really happy
Yeah.
because I've been with you on this journey and I see
It's
how
a long
much
time coming.
it's been a long time coming and I see how much you've been, trying to balance, music and school.
Yeah.
And this is actually a question I got beforehand.
Yeah.
How do you get to balance school and music? Because one can eat from the other.
Yeah,
so
definitely.
much.
So much.
How have you managed, and if somebody like would be in school, because this is a question that I got.
Yeah.
If somebody was in school and they want to pursue music,
Yeah.
how can they balance out like their times that emoji is school
Yeah. That balance is really hard. Because in life you have, I guess, different aspects. There's your social life.
True. Yeah.
So for me, I found that one thing that really suffered was my social life. Because it's either...
Aww. We've been here.
Yeah, but at least I got you guys. But
Yeah.
like, those uni hangouts that guys have, ata sijawahi enda moja.
Wow.
Like we just see each other in class.
Yeah.
I bounce. Yeah. So
Yeah.
I think one thing that really suffered was my social life. So I think there's something you have to be willing to sacrifice.
Right on.
Yeah. So,
Sacrifice.
So I'd sleep like in the wee hours of the morning, 2 a.m. and then you have to be up by like 7 so that you make it for class. Then in the middle of the day you have songs to rehearse for gigs.
Right on.
Or also personal practice.
Right
so
on.
it's always been juggling.
Yeah.
Like those two. So what's important to me or what's important to someone, you'll make it work.
Right.
I think that's all I can say. Yeah. So for school, I know I took a lot of breaks because of music. I took like 1.5 years off. But I got to tour the States.
Yeah.
I went to Ethiopia. I went to a lot of places. So it's and even this last time when I went to OneBeat.
Yes.
Guy, Karibu, I failed that semester because it was a whole month out of school.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I finessed the system and I was able to.
I mean, Ivy, we are very grateful that
Yeah.
you've input so much sacrifice for us to be blessed by your talent and for many people in Nairobi and all over the world to experience who you are.
Yeah.
Your style of playing.
Yeah.
What influences your style of playing? Kwanza, what is your style of playing? Tuanzie hapo. I think kuna watu wako curious sana kujua.
Your African RnB yenye lisema hapo
African
African
New Soul.
That's I think
African
that's
New
New Soul. I
Soul.
think that's what
Yeah.
because I really I'm not that deep into African.
Right.
But I'm more deep into New Soul.
Into
but
New
as
Soul.
an African,
Yeah.
I have to go back to the roots also.
That's true.
And I think just recently is when I started appreciating more of our African music, especially when I went to OneBeat.
Yes.
I was just like, yo, these guys play their music. Pacha, I'm like, sasa. But when I played like Seben or like even the like it, I don't know why it's such a mind-blowing factor for them. They're like, how can you even play those triads like that?
Yes.
Yeah, so that's when I started appreciating like more African music. So I'm getting more into that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you listen to? What do you listen to?
I listen to a lot of neo soul, a lot of neo soul, and maybe smooth jazz guitar players, Kenyan Brown. Yo, Kato has found a really amazing way of fusing. I don't know. He likes hip hop. I know he likes hip hop a lot, but his African is also really
it's amazing.
He plays his guitar to mimic the kora.
That's true.
Yeah.
So, yes.
That's what he says in like some interviews. So I've also tried to like listen. He does a lot of.
This reminds me of Eddie Gray too.
Oh,
yeah,
exactly.
Right?
So Kinakato, like trying to borrow from those guys.
Yeah.
That
is so dope. So okay. Who do you look up to, or who inspires you, locally and internationally?
Locally, I know I've said this name a lot of times. Kato, Manze. Kato is I doubt he's here.
Change.
But we are going to tag in the comments, Manze. Kato.
Shout out to you, Kato. Thank you so much for inspiring our beautiful
lady.
lady.
And the new EP is legit. If you guys haven't listened to it, with Winyo, it's and Suraj.
Yes, and Suraj.
It's amazing. Yeah, so I really look up to Kato. Benja has mentored me a lot. Benjamin Kabaseke.
Benjamin Kabaseke.
Bad boy long time.
Yeah.
That's what he calls himself.
Bad boy long time.
Bad boy long time. Yeah. So because he's really versatile. Like he plays all the styles of music, and I think he gives each style what it deserves. So he's what you call a session musician.
Yes.
Call him for anything
He can play.
it.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
Benja.
Benja,
Is there any other?
Maybe internationally, I don't know if people out there know, but R&B players like Casper Jalili, there's a guy called Casper, there's a UK guy called Tom Mitch. That's a lot of neo soul guys.
Right.
Yeah, there's Norman Brown, he came for Safari.
Yes,
he came with Kina Kakwela.
Yes, we met him.
Yeah,
yes.
you met him. Hey, exactly. And you're not flexing.
No. Just saying.
That's it.
There's this oldie called Paul Jackson Jr. Actually, my albums have been rotating. Jimmy Dludlu also.
Jimmy Dludlu,
I've
yes.
also started listening to a lot of Jimmy Dludlu. Because even our Kenyan guitar players, Kina Jack Muguna,
yes.
unasikia tu Jimmy Dludlu.
Yes.
Exactly.
What? Hey, now Ivy,
Yeah.
I realized, and you're with me on this one, all the people that you have mentioned are guys. And it is no. It's not even embarrassing. I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah.
All the people that inspire you are men.
Yeah.
And it is my dream that somewhat in the future we can have more women in that list of people. I was doing a little bit of research as I was preparing for this session.
Yeah.
And I wrote down like in the Rolling Stones 2018 list of like 100 greatest guitarists in the world.
Yeah.
There's only 2 women who featured in that list.
African Americans, I'm sure.
I'm not actually sure who it was. I just saw it's 2 women who featured, and I thought, wow, there's such a big gap, and there's such a there's such an opportunity for women to actually catch up and dare to take up these instruments and play,
Yeah.
And shout out to the guys who hold us, who hold us strong.
Yeah.
Benja, Akina Kato, you've held us so strong. And like kwanza kwangu in percussion, as I say, Akina Aziz, Akina Willie, Akina Bruno, my teacher Omosh from high school. They've held us like super tight, and they've believed in us. This has really inspired me. Like I was thinking about it, like the whole weekend, and I was thinking, wow, there's guys who like, it's not all of them who have been like Ikia play, like
it's true, they actually come through.
They come through. Kuna yametushikilia sana TV. I'm sure umefundishwa bass na watu kadhaa, ama umepata heads up by
That's true, man.
I got so inspired in the weekend, and I wrote you a song.
I'm crying, guys.
I wrote Ivy a song. But then it was very strange while I was writing this song.
Yeah.
I wrote your song, and then I thought, see, I just give homage to like all the women who have picked up instruments and are playing that game different.
Yeah.
And then I wrote, and then I reached somewhere, and I thought, there's so many guys who've held us super high and strong, and they've loved us and they've supported us. So I thought, see, song tuifunguke. So this song, Shangaeni, Shitukeni.
Percussionist is playing the drum.
Shitukeni. This song is a dedication and paying homage to everyone who has held us high, super strong, everyone who has dared to pick an instrument that is difficult, everyone who has sacrificed like Ivy to wake up very very early in the morning and sleep late in the night. This one is for you all. I'm not a guitarist, but I shall try. I'm not a guitar player, but I shall try. The 39 of you, no judgments. Twende kazi. Where is that couple? Thank you. So this one is called Hamtamweza. It means
You cannot can her. That's a very direct translation.
What does hamta mweza mean for the people who don't speak?
You will not manage them.
You cannot manage.
You cannot fathom.
You cannot understand them. You cannot.
Not just me a fathom. When after English.
Hamta mweza. Guys, please help me. What does hamta mweza mean? Let me see. Sisi kama judges munasema? Semeni hamta mweza. Hamta mweza. I need to know what does hamta mweza mean.
Translation.
But meanwhile,
But
meanwhile, niwashie huyu mtu man. But meanwhile,
okay. What cable are you using?
Yes, I've gotten answers. You cannot beat them.
Oh.
You cannot handle them.
Oh yes.
You cannot defeat them.
Oh yes.
And somebody, oh my God, you are the best,
Oh,
you guys. Rusha Mike, he said, you cannot her. You can't her.
You can't her.
Volume. Oh, it's actually. Ati, you can't.
You can't her. You can't handle her. You cannot defeat her. So this is paying homage to all the women who have held instruments, difficult instruments, and learned them and become skilled in their instruments. This is me attempting to play guitar publicly for the first time.
Yay!
So please be supportive.
hapo.
Tunaye olive. Tunaye olive. Kame. Cha. Cha. Cha.
Ebu rusheni jina hapo ni kuimbe. Rusha. Twende. Mufasa, twende. Tunaye Mufasa poet. Tunaye Mufasa poet. Mufasa napenda kusema nini? Kavutha, aiwa. Tunaye Kavutha Mwanzia. Anaitwa Kavutha Mwanzia. Tunaye Kavutha Mwanzia. Comments.
Okay.
Guys, there is, oh my goodness, there is so much to read. There is so much to read, my people. Let me just acha tu nipitie. Oh, this is beautiful. Ivy, you have inspired somebody. Somebody says she looks to you and the reason to work even harder. That's beautiful. Jack Mogona, asante sana. Noel, tuna record song. Thank you so much. Nairobi's in the house representing.
Hey, Nairobi! Yeah? You owe me a session.
Faisal amesema tit. Oh, who's tearing up? Modoni is tearing up. Thank you so much, guys. This is too cool for school. I agree. This is Ivy playing jazz. Ready? Has a question for Ivy. This is your time. I think we have 5 minutes to go. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. It's been really really, really wonderful. Keep the questions coming. We'll be here serenading those questions. Keep them coming, keep them coming. I'm with you. Thank you, Delasi. Delasi is tuning in from Ghana. Hey! Nico in HP?
Of course.
Keep the questions coming for Ivy. Ivy is here to answer your questions. We have 4 minutes before we call it an evening. Chai inapoa hapa. Pia si lazima tukunywe chai. Ati Dana amesema next time niongeze budget anisaidie niache kucheza puliza sax na mdomo.
Hakuna.
There is a question right here. Any tips for beginners, Ivy? Keep the questions coming, Sasa.
Any tips for beginners? Yo, I know this is cliche, but when the going gets tough, the tough you should get going. Because once you guitar, like the first 3 months of guitar, I feel like from there it's just an upward curve. Like the first 3 months are just so hard. It's like you can't press, you can't.
No, that's true. Yeah. Unajua mimi ndio nifike PhD ya guitar venye na play manze niliumia.
Manze ulishika hiyo G chord manze nikasema wow. Manze ulifunga.
It's true. Carlos says expect Carlos.
Yeah, for beginners like just keep it going, man. Like don't like when you feel like quitting now, that's the time you shouldn't quit. Because that's the threshold, then you progress from there.
Right on. Yeah. Somebody says, Ivy, can you play It Runs Through Me? Do you know that song? But here ilikuwa session ya. Hii ilikuwa session ya Madedix kweli.
Ilikuwa Madedix.
Amazing show. Yes, we've been here since the start, bana. Karibuni sana. And
I know that guy. Hi. He plays acoustic.
He does?
Yeah.
Benjamin. Know you.
Benjamin.
Yeah, Benja.
Guys, thank you so much for hanging out with us. It's been an absolute pleasure. Next week, who are we having? Next week,
Shitakwa.
I think it's Shitakwa. Shitakwa is an amazing vocalist. Hang out with us next Monday. I want nataka kukatia Ivy na Tindi so that they can come next week and support our sister Shitakwa. Thank you so much. We're going to jump for 1 minute and peace out. Vibe na Queen Ivy has been amazing. Twende.